Good morning. I'll probably be asking a little bit about the sound volumes because I did adjust some stuff. But GM Mr. Rick, GM Statues, GM JL, how's it going? Welcome. I think the volume on that should be fine. But let me know. I'm gonna ask probably a few times. Yeah, it was a good weekend with my parents. I had a lot of fun. They are leaving they're probably headed to the airport right now. You made it to the beginning, Robbie. What's up? Let's go. And Salcat, what's up? I loved I was not checking my phone most of the weekend because my parents were in town, but funny enough, my dad was. And my dad's was the one who showed me the full body clone that you made. That was so funny. I was like, wait, who did that? I was like, oh, Salcat, what's up? Stream time! Ba ba ba. Yeah, so it was a good weekend. I went to the Sequoia National Forest. Got just my injection of nature. Felt really good. I want to go back. I want to just go to more national parks. Life Vlogs, what's up? GM, welcome on in. Is there just me? Is your hair more wavy? I washed it this morning. That's mainly it. It's usually the days that I take a shower in the morning. Nature boys, yeah. Man, I really want to just... It was just, you know when you go in nature and like maybe... This really relates to people who live in cities, but you go into nature and it just is silent. Just like quiet. You just take that moment. And other than like nature sounds, oh man, it was so good. It was just like quiet and it was just so tranquil and peaceful. Why my comments on screen? No, I see you. By the way, what's up, Gavatar? I'm watching the Game Con live stream right now. I was just kind of watching. I like didn't catch it immediately, but the Nintendo Direct. Life belongs. Thank you for resubscribing for 3 months. I appreciate that. Get the emotes back. But right before this, I was watching the Nintendo Direct about Kirby Air Riders. I don't want to buy a Switch 2 because I don't want to spend money on one. But some of the games that are coming out, I really want to play now. Yeah, you gotta get those emotes back. And it's funny, Ruby was there, but so some of y'all know I go bowling every week. So I had to take my dad. My dad loves bowling. I think that's where I get it from. And first game, you know, he's starting off a little rusty. And then in the last few frames, he gets a turkey. So he gets 3 strikes in a row. And he's on the 10th frame after that. And I'm like, wouldn't it be wild if he got another turkey on the last frame? Throws one, crushes it. Throws another, crushes it. And I was like, no way. And so my dad throws this last ball to secure the last strike, and you could just tell the way that it was thrown, it was gonna be a strike. Yeah, Dad was locked in. Yeah, man. It's, oh god, it was just insane. And so he got 6 strikes in a row. And if it wasn't for his rustiness in the beginning, I bet he would have broke 200, but he got a 179. And I was just like, okay, Dad, we've been bowling every week and no one's gotten that high yet. You come in, just crush it. Joy, what's up? Welcome on in. Yeah, turkey was mentioned, although in this case it was bowling. When you get 3 strikes in a row. Although he got 6 in a row. And I was like, God. And then later that night we watched a bowling movie. I had never seen Kingpin before with Woody Harrelson. It's just a dumb, silly movie. But it was good. It was good to watch a bowling movie after that. Yeah, good movie. It was fun. That's like definitely my family's type of humor, is that like just silliness. Sounds like a movie. Yeah, just not a film. Ruby is not a film. It is a movie. But it's a good one. You know, it's made by the same people who did Dumb and Dumber. So if that kind of gives you any context what the humor was like. But yeah, good stuff. So what else? So I'm just like, is there any housekeeping? Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. I'm trying to think of any housekeeping stuff. I'm just gonna mention Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram already, join the Telegram. Really gearing that up. What else? Like, what else can I talk about right now? Oh, if you didn't get the banner already, I'm pretty sure I left it to Mocha to post the banner. Have a nice stream, bud. Liked your vibe. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, Fox. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy at least the follower emotes that you get. I wish we could make the animated ones. Oh yeah, the cat giveaway. Thank you. I sort of was like, I was very, especially when I was in the forest, I had like no service. So I was pretty disconnected this weekend. So I tried to do the retweets when I could and announcing stuff. So, you know, check out the stuff, you know, definitely check out the Cool Cats page and then of course the Mocha page as well. They give me wall already. Hey. All right. Well, so let's see, I can pull up Photoshop for a second. I like your hair. Thank you. I'll always take that compliment. You'll feel my pain, Klon. I had a run going this weekend, beat Misty, was pumped, ended the stream, forgot to save my game. Oh man, I've done that once. I've done that once, and I've done it where I've saved over, or I loaded a save state, and then instead of saving the save state, oh, my heart goes out to you, dude. I think I got the notification that you went live, but I had no service, so I would not be able to like. I like your dress as well. It's a t-shirt, but you can call it a dress. Can I buy it? One day, I think I'll make this go live, but Custom Land is where I got it from. It's my wife's business. Hello from Mochaverse. What's up, Power Mocha? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I was gonna show off. So I meant to like. Let's first go to the drawing cam. we got a pack of Pokemon cards to open. But I bought this thing and I really want to use it for the luck of the draw. But I didn't come up with anything yet, so we're gonna keep luck of the draw the same for now, because I think it's still fun to draw some emotes with the characters. I'm just curious to see what I got today. We got, is that a 19? 18. We got 18. So we're still gonna roll the dice and draw something nice. And so I think I just want more animated emotes. So these are the emotes for today that we will roll for. And I usually just made 1 and 8 animated, but I now have made 4 and 5 animated as well, because I think we get more value out of the what am I trying to say? Out of the animated emotes more. Like, there's just, the animated emotes are so much better. We get to dance with them, you know, all of that. Kumio, thank you. What's up, GM? Welcome on in. Yeah, I really want 2 and 8. Yeah, there's multiples that I want. We have the Prage emote, but I really want to redo it. I don't like it the way it is. It was like one of the first ones we did on stream. And so the obvious one that I can't believe I have not made already is just like the first one where it's like a sign. You're just holding up a sign, bouncing it up and down. Like, I can't believe we don't have that already. Yeah, we need Joe Nails. So the Slay one, which is 7, Bones and Kira are not allowed to be rolled for that. So if we roll Bones and Kira for that, we're just gonna re-roll. Or we'll figure it out. And then the Club Penguin one is just like mop. Just like, you know, if we had to, it's like another Banhammer, if you will. Just like cleanup crew. So these are our emotes today. And before we get going, I wanna, Mousy, what's up? Made it just in time. Made it just in time for the pack opening. Let me make sure all the cards are, rip it, yeah. Can we get some luck, man? Not to complain about it, but we haven't gotten like a hit. I don't even think we've gotten a full art. Like, even just like of a normal card. Alright. I probably should have done the opening that with scissors on stream, or on the camera, but Ariel needs to bless them, I know. I need to bring all of my cards to Ariel so Ariel can like bless them. So I'm pretty sure with this one, it's just one card to the front. And then we flip everything over. Okay. Ooh, electric. Electric. Alright. Kira mentioned. Woo, 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 woo. Phariseed. Trubbish. God, Trubbish. I used to really, really hate Trubbish. And then I think when I started playing Pokemon Go, I started liking him more. Oshawott. Yamask. Sock. Watchchog. Simisear. Okay, here's our first. Hey, we finally got a full art. Let's go. Okay, we got Boldor. Hell yeah. Okay, thank God. It's like, give me something. Cool. And we got one more card, but I don't think it's anything. Embor. Yeah, okay. Oh, I don't have any sleeves around me. Uh-oh. Luckily, it's not like... Oh, wait, I got an idea. The, whatchamacallit comes with it. And I'll do another pack opening later. I think I like opening 2 per stream. But I like, Cinder blessed a pack last night, grabbed Pulpa, yeah. Put Pulpa's paw on it. I forgot, when you buy the ETB, it comes with the, oh wait. There we go. Comes with the sleeves. Let's get the sleeve in there. Comes with the sleeves like that. I actually really like this look. That is a very clean card look. Or sleeve look. Alright, we got a hit. Maybe that means something. Maybe that means we'll get some good luck today. Or draw some good emotes today. So if I roll an animated emote, I think I'm only gonna draw one other. Like, I had to be careful with the animated emotes. Because they're kind of, sometimes they can take a long time to create. Okay. Boldor, let's go. Alright, we got something today. I'm so pumped. Where should I put these? Yeah, I actually really like this new set. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Alright, let's get the, so if you don't know, if you're new here, because I actually think we have quite a bit of new faces here. Let me explain what today is all about. So today is called Luck of the Draw, and it is where we roll two d8s, and one of the d8s is for, there are supposed to be numbers next to these. So one of the dice is for 1 through 8. On-screen celebrate. I wish I could see the on-screen celebration when you do that. It does not show up on my end. But I love that that's a thing. And then the other dice, the gold dice, is for the characters. And so, basically we roll the gold dice, see who we get, and depending on that, it doesn't, and depending on both dice, the combination, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought for a second, is what we draw. So we never know what we're gonna draw today. That's why it's Luck of the Draw. And, but it's a lot of fun. We really enjoy it. So I should have done a prediction while I was chatting. I could still do a prediction if anyone wants to gamba. What's up, Stubby? Coming in. Oh yeah, and what's up, Mo? I didn't say what's up. I just saw the rolling. Okay, so let's do this. I think I'm just gonna roll and not wait for a prediction. But a prediction is how you can bet some of those coins to get more if you guess correctly. Credo, what's up? It was nice chatting with you. Was that Thursday? Yeah, wait. That was Thursday, right? I've lost track of my days. Or was that Friday? Oh gosh. Sorry, since the weekend, it feels like so much has happened. Thursday, okay, cool. I was correct. I just remember waking up early and then I think I did stream. But that was fun. Yeah, we got so many friends in here. Thank you everyone for joining, by the way. I really appreciate it. So, we're about to get into luck of the draw. Hopefully I get these in frame here. Yes, finally. I never get them in frame. Alright, so we're drawing Joe with a sign. Okay, that's easy. So let me show y'all. We're doing Joe here. I do kind of wish it was the Joe with the nails, but I'm excited for whoever gets that one. So 4 is Joe, that's what the gold dice represents, and then 1 is this animated. And we can make the sign say whatever, but I just want to be able to draw, you know, it's just going up and down. So I think we can get away with drawing 2 emotes today, because that one shouldn't take that long. Whenever I choose the animated emotes, I try to make sure they're not that involved. Like they're not that, it doesn't take that long to make them. Oh man, I have my volume so low now, I can't even hear the... Oh, that might be... No, okay, I heard that one. I tried adjusting the volumes. Right now, the lo-fi is, I think, switching songs, but wow. But I kind of want to raise my volume on my end because I want to hear those. I want to hear those meows when y'all meow. We have cats in stream. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cat. So we have all types of cats. And all of the meows are my cat Pulpa. Whenever she's hungry, she sits on my lap, and so to get treats, I make her meow into the mic, and then I cut those out and make them into channel redeems. Okay, let me get the pencil sharpened here. All right, so we are drawing Joe with a sign. Pretty straightforward. She'll just go up, down. That's all it needs to be. And let me move that there. There we go. Okay, so let's get started here. I like to start in the bottom corner, right? Oh, I also didn't, one sec. I just noticed my camera isn't a perfect 90 degrees. There we go. Okay. All right, now we can zoom in here. Okay, so we are just drawing simple Joe. We get that centered. Okay. And so Joe has a pretty circle head here. But I might need to squish it down to kind of fit the emote, because the sign goes in front of her head. So that'll be like the line for the sign right there. And we'll probably have to adjust some of this when we get into the digital side, because I don't know if it'll fit into a square, and that's what matters most. But I'm excited to have this emote because we can basically, like, this is one of those emotes that we should make every character have, and each character has their own, like, saying above their head. That would be cool. Let me go cut that in. And by the way, now that I have a good amount of people here, how is the volume compared to most streams? Because I did some adjustments right before the stream started. So is it too low, too loud? Let me know. I adjusted it so I could be more consistent and don't have to ask this question every time. I'd say okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, I want it at like a medium volume, so you definitely still hear it, because I want it to fill, like, the negative space or the, you know, the dead air. So that when I'm not talking, it's not just like completely silent in here. Okay, so this should be pretty easy. We just draw Joe. We don't even have to draw the full body Joe. There's Joe's necklace. There's Joe's white stripes. And then it's gonna get covered up, but I'm still gonna draw Joe's head feathers would be. Maybe they shouldn't be that far up. I can draw them a little bit further down. They'll be covered by the sign, but I still want to draw them just to know. Sheepy, welcome on in. GM. We rolled Joe holding a sign here. So yeah, if I put the feathers more like that, we'll see some of them. Because then Joe has little earrings right there as well. Get her beak in there. Cool. Might add some shine in her eye. I don't always do that, but so kind of like that. I think the proportions need to, I'll have to kind of adjust that. I might try to redraw this one more time. Her head's way too small compared to everything else. And so if this is like a, you know, we're gonna actually make this emote, really it's, you're only getting that much of her head. Because then this is the actual sign right here. You know, and we can have one that says like, we heart cat. I'll probably just do C instead of that's if we do we like the cat. So we can do anything. Yeah, or just a heart like the one that you have, Mo. I'm trying to think. We can do anything. That's the great thing, is we can actually make multiple versions of the same thing. We just have to like change what's written on there. And it might be worth putting this into After Effects. If we put it into After Effects, it'll be way easier to swap out what's inside of it, but I don't think it's that crazy in the first place. I'm gonna draw this one more time. I'm like okay with how this looks, but I really would like to get it looking good on here first. Okay, I'm gonna switch it to, oh, it was Twitch chat the whole time. I was like, I'm gonna switch it to Twitch chat. I just love seeing the animated emotes. Okay, let's draw it one more time. Move some stuff. Oh, I nudged the camera and hopefully it's just a simple deactivate. Activate. Ah, dang. I like wiggled the cord on accident trying to, sorry guys. I was just trying to move some stuff. Yeah, Kira is just okay, webcam activate. Oh, we back. Oh, thank God. I'm glad it's not that it hasn't been giving us that much trouble like that one day where it kept disconnecting and then just not wanting to connect at all. Okay, so the difference here is Joe's head was way too small. I might draw this whole thing a little bit bigger in the first place. And let's start by drawing Joe's face. And I don't know if I want, I drew Joe kind of facing straight on. It's just one of those days, yeah. Yeah, dude, Fred Durst, he knows. He knows all about those days. So if I was to draw maybe not that much, Joe's face more off to the side. The Prophet Fred. I'm gonna move that over there now. Kind of like that. Instead. And so that way, one of her arms can kind of be like... One of her arms will like cover her head a little bit. Let me, instead of drawing any detail, let me just draw like arms like this real quick to kind of get a sense of where I want them. Because then the sign... Alright, so I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to finish Joe's head by finishing the feathers there. See, this Joe's already looking way better than that Joe. It's always good to draw it twice sometimes. Character's so nice, I had to draw it twice. Even though we're not even going to see those head feathers. I could get crazy and put a little bit of perspective on this, but I might regret that later. Cool. So that'll be the sign. I'm gonna draw Joe's arm. I'm gonna finish this out now. She's looking a little wide. That would be my only critique to this. She's looking a little wide here. So I probably need to like, with her arm, kind of come in a little bit like that, and then do this. But luckily with these emotes, this is what I kind of love about drawing these emotes. I don't have to stick that close to like the true character design. We get to have fun and kind of like flex, but that already looks better. She's fluffy, exactly. Yeah, she's not wide, she's just fluffy. And then we'll draw her little armbands here. Eyelashes. Yeah. Alright, cool. That one looks a lot better than where it was before. That's at least like a great starting point for when we scan this in. Free pets. Yeah, free pets. Yeah, we can go wild. We can create a lot of different versions of what's on the sign. Should be pretty easy to change that. And then if we get this looking really good, we could even make like a kind of, one of the streams I think I want to do is take some of our best emotes. Coffee, yeah. The obvious one might be GM. It just says like GM. I probably should do that one. Yeah, dude, the blank sign is a cheat code. This meeting could have been an email. Imagine it re-hit. It says all of that. But basically, like this one, I feel like there's another emote I'm not thinking of right now. Let me look at the emotes here. Was it the thumbs up one or the cheer one? It might have been this Artie cheer one. It was like being able to, I mean, honestly, that Artie is pretty much primed to have a sign in his hand. And we just have to go up and down. Cool. Well, I think I am satisfied with where this one's at. Let me just, sorry, I'm gonna turn it on y'all real quick so I can get this line. Cool. But it would be basically if we did a luck of the draw stream where we went into it knowing that we're just gonna draw all of the characters like this. I'm not addicted, it's a hobby. Me with Pokemon cards. Oh, I'm so excited to play Magic. GameCon started? Heck yeah. Yeah, one of these days I'll be a reaction streamer. And I'll just, I'll put up a video and just watch it. One of these days. Okay, so Joe is done, which means we can do another roll. This time I am gonna do prediction, so if anyone is out there watching and wants to use some of those coins that you got, let's see. Will we roll even or odd? With the gold dice. Even or odd with the gold dice. I just started the prediction. If you don't know how predictions work on Twitch, it's basically you're either betting even or odd, depending on how many people put points into those. That's like you're betting against each other. So feel free if you want to do any of that. I will activate it this time, and maybe while we do that, we can do the next pack. I think it makes sense to do pack drawing, and then we go scan it in and do digital. So let's do another pack here. Let's do another pack. So you got two things to look for. If you want to do any bets, feel free to bet. Oh wait, I gotta open this on stream. I forgot. That's the whole point. Draw a pack, pack. Yeah. We'll just do a bunch of packs. Man, the only problem with the Pokemon card packs is, dude, Pokemon cards are really expensive right now. I noticed that lately when we went to the card shop. It's like, oh, everything's super inflated. It's just because like it's really hype right now. All right, wait. I think we are gonna get fire energy. We're gonna get fire energy here. Ah, psychic. I do like how these energy cards look. I like how they have this little pattern instead of just being like blank of the same color. There we go. Basculin. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to focus in a little bit better. Pansear. I think we already got one of those. Shelmet. Frillish. There we go. Now we're zoomed. Now we're HD. Another sock. For some reason I like this card. I really like how it looks. I know it's just an energy card. Swoobat. Okay. Oh, it's a Master Ball. We got a Master Ball Lillipup. You can see the Master Ball logos there. Okay. A Master Ball one is not nothing. It's definitely something there. Okay. Oh, Swoobat. Okay. I think this was supposed to be our hit. Oh, okay. Hey, look at that star texture on there. Got Bullflant. At least it's an EX, you know. It's interesting texture. The little like stars that you can see there. But we didn't get a Master Ball Lillipup. I got a Master Ball Metapod one time and I genuinely love it. Let's see. That's cool. Heck yeah. You can see the M on there. Okay, cool. I'm just pumped we finally got a hit. We finally got something. Man, I could open packs forever. Okay, so the prediction is done. I don't know if there was actually... Oh, there was a true prediction. People bet on both sides. Moss, what's up? Is this the right stream? No, this is a Pokemon card opening stream now. That's all we do. Just kidding. You made it just in time for the second roll. And we'll probably only do 2 rolls to get today because I added more animated emotes to the mix. So let's see what we get. Okay, 5, 6, oh, 6, 5. Which means we are doing the actually. We're doing actually. No. We're doing the mop. We're doing the mop. I keep mixing them up. The gold dice is for the character. So we're doing 2 animated emotes today, which is great. That was kind of the point of why I wanted to add them in. So we're doing Artie. Actually, wait, this works out perfectly that Artie is the one that we do this for, because in the animation, Artie is like cleaning up all the milk that he spills. I got a sign suggestion. S. Wait. Can you decode it? I don't know if I can. Oh my god, am I... Smots? Oh, heart. S heart TS. I might be dumb right now. S heart. Sots? I know it stands for something. Because I was thinking about doing We Like the Cats. Gonna have to help me out here, Sheepy. Oh. Sir, that's Shart's recent Twitter activity. Oh man, I have because I was gone this weekend, I am very out of the loop with what's going on Twitter today or this week. I'm very out of the loop. I didn't want you to say it, Tymo. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Sharknado? Is that the new thing? I'm such a boomer now. I'm so out of the loop. Sheepy Hearts Taylor Swift. Ooh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I always knew Sheepy was a big Swiftie. I always knew, you just gave off that energy. Didn't she come out with a new album? Okay, yeah, so we're doing Milo, not Milo, I just looked at Milo. We're doing Artie mopping it up. So this one should be a full body one. So this will be, luckily, I'm actually glad it's Artie. Artie is surprisingly the one that I have a really easy time. Oh wait, the suggestion. I have a really easy time drawing full body Artie. That was the, so the gold dice was even. And how do I, wait. Oh, right. So choose prediction, choose outcome. The gold dice was even because we rolled Artie. So congratulations, Ravi. Nice, Ravi. You got an extra 100 in your pocket. Extra 100 coins. Might give you a meow. I forget how. What's the going rate of meows? Oh, it's 200. Modify a single emote. Okay. Yeah, Ravi took my coins. Get him. I was waiting for the first purse. Diamond was like, he took my coins. I don't want to spend them all in one place. Yeah. You gotta save up for that VIP badge. It's just a low cost of 500,000 coins. Easy. Me when I get Ravi. Okay, so let's draw. We're basically drawing. Let me get my. I kind of want to draw it in the same perspective. It's gonna be hard as Club Penguin. So let's get this really basic. So this, I'm gonna draw it pretty close, but so that's the mop. He'll have a hand here, and a hand here. I just realized we had to draw Artie facing forward, which is like mildly cursed, but I think I can do it. He kind of looks like an alien when you draw him straight on. Yeah, dude, your whole day is pursed now. Okay, so then... And this one's easy because he basically just switches hands. Like this emote, there isn't much to it. It's not like we're like smoothly animating him mopping back and forth. We're just basically gonna switch what his arms are doing. And then he needs like a bucket next to him. So... this will be a nice another emote here. To have in the mix. Although that's a little off. I'm trying to draw it like Club Penguin, but that might be a mistake. Yeah, because Club Penguin is kind of like isometric in a way. A lot of game trailers on this GameCon stream. Well, I hope they finally... I hope Silksong is... I mean, it's gonna be confirmed, but Hollow Knight Silksong is the game I've been waiting for. And when that game comes out, I'm doing a live playthrough of it. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm like debating if I should just play it off stream and just enjoy it for myself versus playing it on stream. But I might get some new followers, you know, if I play it. Still hoping for Silksong? Same. I played it back in 2019. Played it back then. And then never heard about it again. Alright, so that's kind of what Artie will be like. That's not the bad. That's not the worst. Don't gatekeep the gameplay. I know. It's so much fun. That's just a fun one to play on stream. Because it's a bunch of boss battles and pure exploration, but also like maybe I'm gonna want to sit on my couch and play it because I'll probably buy it on Switch. They featured it in the mobile Xbox console video. Okay, cool. It's like I never lost hope that whether it was coming out or not, because like I just think the creators needed to not like respond, and it was just like, when is it coming out, you know? What's up, Link? Welcome on in. We're drawing Artie mopping up right now, and this will animate. He'll just sort of like move his hands back and forth. The one that I'm referencing, the Club Penguin one, is like really fast. So I'm trying to think if I should draw him twice here, or if I should draw him like, instead of just like top down like he is, maybe I'd draw him like facing a direction, then you can do that. Placing my 100 coin bet on Jeff Keighley glazing Kojima. Oh, well, you're gonna win. He does that every single time. The dude loves Kojima. Dang, already feels like me sorting out my PC issues. Oh, you've been having some PC issues? Oh, man. That is the worst. It did feel good that I could... This weekend felt longer because I, like, did something. But it was nice to come back and, like, OBS opens up perfectly. Everything connects. And I'm like, okay. The stream is, like... no pun intended. Streamlined. That's cool. Yeah, but Mo, I would say that's a very safe bet. Just finished moving all my files over from my broken hard drive. Ooh, yeah. They mentioned Silksong! Let's go! It's happening! This is not a drill. We don't have to put on our clown makeup anymore. Silksong is actually coming out. Alright, so we drew Artie like this. We could have the mop like... I don't know how to do this. Maybe I do just continue drawing him that way. I'm kind of exploring this idea. If he was... Well, that's his collar, and there's his arm. And there's his other arm. I keep drawing him too short, too. Yeah, maybe I draw him like this. I think I kind of liked. Is mopping the floor better or worse than sweeping the floor? That's so, man. I didn't even think he should be sweeping. I didn't even consider that. I'm just thinking of, this is a really popular Twitch emote. Yeah, mopping is liquid. Good point, good point. Let me try to draw this one again. I don't know if I liked him turned like that. Because basically, this perspective is more... I'm trying to do a top-down look similar to the Club Penguin one that I'm referencing. It's basically... It's just like another band hammer. It's like cleaning up chat. Which luckily I have not had to do once. Where like somebody came in, just started like saying some really rude things or something, we'd have banned them. Because that's where this would get used. So now I'm debating, maybe it should be sweep. We'll draw him with a broom. For this next one, I'll draw him with a broom. Because that actually makes a lot of sense for the context of Cool Cats. Yeah, I pray that with Silksong, we get an actual date. Like, please be this year. And I would really love if they did like a shadow release or a shadow drop, whatever. That would be so cool. CyberKong's just announced they're dropping a Kong token. Don't know what that means, but saw it. Oh, what's up, Kongs? Another absolute OG project. I don't draw Artie at this perspective very often, so... Which I'm down for the challenge, but it is a little bit of a challenge. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I'm gonna draw this really smart. At this point, if they just dropped the release date and no trailer, we'd still be hyped. Oh, yeah. If we had a date to look forward to and it didn't... The problem is if they release a date and they don't stick to it. That would really suck. But hey, we've waited this long, right? Yeah, Artie is kind of an alien when he's like this perspective. Like, that's an alien head. And then he's got his collar. Yeah, maybe he needed to be a little bit thinner. Okay. That's his collar, and then shoulders. Let's draw. Well, I guess the mop or broom would start like there. And I probably should draw him kind of in a chibi way. I think that would fit the emote better. So, I might redraw this. Silk Song? We need Milk Song. Side-eyed GTA 6. I don't know if I'll get GTA 6. I've never really been a GTA person. GTA is one of those games that I love playing at someone else's house, you know? Like, I'll just pick it up and, like, go wreak havoc and then put it down. I've never once gotten into, like, the story of GTA. I just don't think it's my style of game. I play video games to escape reality, not to live in it. Front view already is a challenge like Snoopy. Yeah, honestly, Moss, it's like very similar. It just doesn't make sense. So I might go back to this, but then go chibi body. So big head, tiny body. Spent so much time playing San Andreas and then 5. Yeah, I definitely played 4 a lot. 4 is the one I played the most of. Yeah, see, I like Red Dead because I like being in the Wild West. And I think it really just boils down to like what aesthetic and genre you want, because they're very similar games. But I definitely liked Red Dead more. I have Red Dead 2. I still have not like gotten that far in it, but I played Red Dead Redemption a lot. a lot. Marvel Rivals is great. See, my problem with Marvel Rivals is I'm not much of a comic book superhero guy. So I'd rather play Overwatch. But Overwatch isn't as popular like right now as Marvel Rivals is. So there's more people playing Marvel. You enjoy The Witcher and Cyberpunk more than GTA and Red Dead. No, Cyberpunk is a CD Projekt Red, right? Game, not Rockstar. What else has Rockstar made other than GTA and Red Dead? I'm already Tracer. Yeah, man. Now I want to play Overwatch. Overwatch is just I really like Overwatch. I like the characters. The Bully games. Oh my god, the Bully games. Completely forgot about those games. All right, let's try this one more time. That's his head. And this will be his body. I'm trying to make him a lot shorter now. And then this will be the... We could draw a broom. This would make sense for the Cool Cats fans if I do a broom, not a mop. And it serves the same purpose in here too, if we had to like clean it up, you know. I'm gonna draw his arms a little noodlier. Yeah, like that. That works. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Yeah, there you go. And maybe we want some dust clouds, you know? Nice sweeping. Ads are going to start in 3 minutes if you're not subscribed to the channel. I have to run ads every hour, and they run for 3 minutes. And I do this to keep pre-roll ads on, so if anyone joins the stream, they're not immediately hit with the ads. So I'll I think I'll basically scan this in, and then while ads are going, so you're not going to miss anything. So feel free to, actually I might even step up and go to the bathroom real quick. The game I always wanted but no one ever really nailed was teaming up with some friends and planning detailed heists. Yeah, I never like a Hitman, but multiplayer, basically. Trucknado. Apparently Rockstar Games also did table tennis. I never knew that. Sonic Racing Crossroads. Never played that, but Kirby Air Riders looks a lot of fun. I just watched the video. So you're saying rip every pack? Yeah. I wish. If the cards weren't so dang expensive, like the packs, if they weren't so expensive, I'd definitely open more. I really wanted to buy one of like the booster boxes that have like, is it like 16 or 20 cards in there? Or packs in there? Wait, there's no more packs to be ripped? No, there's more packs to be ripped. I'm just trying to space them out. I'm trying to only open 2 per stream. Played an embarrassingly amount of that game. Of table tennis? That's great. I love that. Here, real quick. I'm just gonna click the ad. I'm just gonna run ads real quick. TH just stoked that we even get 2 packs of stream. I'm stoked about it too. I love it. I'm glad we finally got, for anyone who didn't see, this was the one that we got on the first pack, which I'm pumped about. I actually really like the art on this. Which is why I love the full arts. It feels like you get these like little pieces of art, which is cool. Little prints, but they do cost a lot, so that's the only downside. All right, I'm gonna get up, stretch, go to the bathroom. Add money equals more packs. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to run ads at all, but when you get affiliate on Twitch, it's like required. So I'm gonna do that. I will be right back, and I will start. I mean, I guess here I'll run it now. I'll start scanning it in, and then I'll get up and do everything. Because scanning can take a sec. Scanning can, and hopefully my scanner just works. I've been having good luck with my scanner connecting. I need to actually just get a like cable that connects directly to my computer. Cool Cats trading cards would be really cool. Man, Link and I talk about that all the time. About like making every NFT in our ecosystem, like we have like a transform that transforms them all into cards. Just so like, I feel like once everything's card based, like it all makes more sense, and then we can like do stuff with those. But we want it so badly because there's so many things from the original Cooltopia game that would be awesome as cards, and then we can elevate the art on them. Silksonger's releasing this year, yeah! Yeah, I hope it's new. I hope it's like new gameplay, and not to be that guy because I know I'm in a very small boat here, but it's like I got to play the first 20 minutes of the game, so I hope it's more than that. I hope we get a lot more than that. I am so excited for Silksong. That is basically Hollow Knight in general is now like a massive inspiration and goal for me. I want to create a game like that one day. Hit me if you want to do a 3D prototype. Ooh, Moss. Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't know if we'll do anything immediately, but I'm very glad that you said that because we're very interested. It's like we want to just, yeah, we want to do stuff around that. I just think it makes more sense. And then like, you know, you're given your binder and you can like look at everything that you own. Hollow Knight Silksong will make a special announcement on Thursday as part of a YouTube premiere. We're watching that on Thursday if it's during stream time. We are definitely watching that. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Okay. Okay, well, I didn't go get up during the ad break, but now I am. So I'll be right back. All right. Major news on Fallout? Wait. Wow. I need the update on what's happening with Fallout. Please, please tell me it's a remaster of 3. Like, I won't be super disappointed if it's a remaster of New Vegas. Like, I'm not gonna be sad about that, but I would much rather have a remaster of Fallout 3 so badly. I just like Fallout 3 just has such a different like New Vegas deserves a remaster though. I get it. I understand. Like it's objectively a better game. It's mainly just I have a personal connection with Fallout 3. So it's a selfish thing. Maybe they do both? Yeah, something about 3. It just I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Cosmic, what's up? Let's move over to Photoshop here. Let me move some of this stuff. There we go. Yeah, it's like, again, I will not be sad if it's New Vegas. I just really want Fallout 3. I just tagged you on Twitter on a Silksong clip, Klon. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. Let me look at this. Thank you, Stubby. How long is the clip? Like, it's only a minute, but...
For 6 years, Team Cherry has been crafting Hollow Knight Silksong. It is highly anticipated and it's the most wish-listed game.
Is it really Steam's most wish-listed game?
Definitively tell you that Silksong is 100% actually launching this year.
Jeff.
And behind me, seeing some brand new Silksong gameplay. First
Yeah. Oh man, they got the mantis wings. Of course, they had the mantis wings.
Starting tomorrow, you guys here at Gamescom can play a demo at the Nintendo and
Hell yeah. I know I didn't finish the video, but let's go. Oh my gosh. Everyone's soul. I will on everyone's soul. I'm buying Silksong. Yeah, same. I'm 100% buying Silksong. Like no question. I might even buy it multiple times. I think I bought Hollow Knight twice. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. Cause like when I played Hollow Knight for the first time, I think it was just already like I was pretty close to when it released, but you know, everyone had been talking about it. It was on like the top charts already. I was like, oh, this game looks cool. And I went into it completely blind and I just got like consumed by it. And that, you know, I love when a game can do that. It just takes over your life. Right, let's get Joe out here. Copy that. And then let's hide those. Alright. I'm so excited for it. Alright, so the good news is I pretty much drew Joe where the sign will be at its highest. That was the thing. That's kind of what I was going for. Basma, how you doing? Welcome on in. We're drawing some emotes today. And right now we're getting Joe in here, which looks like this will fit perfectly. I'm just gonna try to maximize it as much as possible. And I might even take, well, I guess we should trace it, or do like the sketch trace of it. So I'm probably gonna do the sketch trace of both Artie and Joe here. And then we'll bring these over to the animation file that I have, and we'll kind of finalize it there. But we'll make sure it animates, or we'll get the nice sketch done first. Let's see. Go. We usually use. Is this usually what we use? Man, it's been a sec. No, we use a 15 brush. Okay. We use. Yeah, we use a 15 pixel brush. Started to forget because we were bouncing around for a second. So, if I was to think about how we do this, it's so dreary because the hurricane. I have a lot of family and friends in Georgia, and apparently it's just been raining constantly there. So I guess if I was to draw this, we could draw it all in one frame. But if I was to, you know, I can move this. It's like, yeah, Joe's. I'm just trying to think of where, because we can start with 2 frames and then we might put a 3rd frame in between it to smooth it out. So, but I think we're good to start here. Good to start here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wanted that little bit of bend in there. Your soul is not safe. Yeah, talking about weather, it's always a funny thing to say. I feel like when you live in California long enough, specifically SoCal, it's like, man, I love the sun, but boy, do I wish I could have a rainy day where I get to like be all cozy inside. Although living in Georgia, you know, I know what it's like to have constant rain, and that sucks more. The weather was literally perfect in San Diego every day. Yeah, right? Isn't it? Isn't it crazy? Like, I remember moving to LA for the first time, and that just like blew my mind for some, like, oh, it's just always sunny. It's always nice. There we go. Now Joe looks a little bit skinnier, but we don't need to. I actually kind of like. Yeah, that looks better. And I'll slightly adjust this one. The crazy things I went to, wait, there's news? Fallout Season 2! Yeah! Let's go! The Fallout series is really good. But when I went to the Sequoia National Park over the weekend, it was really cool to like to go there. It honestly feels like you're transported to a different world with how big those trees are, like how old they are. But what you go up, like, you know, you're going up this mountain and it's a bunch of like really tight switchbacks, and you go from like at one point you go from 5,000 feet of elevation to 6,000, and in that like 1,000 it goes from being like desert like desert mountain vibes to like lush with like tons of plants, lots of green, and like the big sequoia trees. And it was just kind of wild to see how fast it happens, and then you're just like in the middle of the woods, and like it honestly feels like you go from being in California to like Seattle, Washington. Oh, let me get some guides out real quick. I want to draw this. I want to draw this sign pretty straight here. I haven't decided yet if I want this hand of Joe's to be in front of the sign or behind it. I'm going to start by drawing it behind. That way you get to see more of the sign. It'd be like... like that. And I feel like because she's kind of like shifted to the side, it does make more sense to do it this way. And I was thinking about opening her mouth. I want to make sure the eyes are the same height too, with this one being slightly bigger. Yeah, something like that. And then maybe round this out a little bit more. It's funny seeing her without her tail. Or, I keep wanting to call them tail feathers. Without basically her hair. Her head feathers. Draw that. Get her necklace in there. That's a pretty good starting point right there. So we can hide that. And so we will draw definitely one more frame with her like elbows down. So that's like all the way up. And we'll do like a halfway down. And probably some in-betweens there to smooth it out. But that's looking great. So let's work on Artie here. This one I'm worried. I'm worried this one might be kind of challenging for some reason. But we will figure it out. Delete all the guidelines that we made. Let's paste Artie in here. Alright. He's got plenty of room. That's for sure. Basically, we'll, the brush will be one way. And then it'll be like this way too. So it's almost like I want to draw the broom completely separate. The Joe sign is going to be very versatile. There's so much. I didn't even think about what we're going to write on here. I think I'm going to start with a GM. I just think this will get the most value if we start with a GM. But I might export a version of it that has nothing on it so that y'all can go wild with it. But I think starting with the GM makes the most sense. Just like a sign of GM. That or a heart. Just heart. Okay. Back to Artie. Alright, Artie. Let's draw you. Let's do this in one go here. I'm gonna draw the broom on its own. Actually, this is the first time I might do something like this. Yeah. I need a very perfectly straight line to go off of. Okay. Something like that. I don't know why that broom looks... Can't believe I'm about to research a broom right now. But I feel like I could do this better. Okay. Oh, I could see what I could do. Yeah, let's start this over. like that. I could also do the type of broom where this whole top part is plastic. There's lots of different brooms. And then really, I think this might be too long. Just make that a little bit shorter. And then maybe it's a little, oh, oops. Okay, I drew this all in the same layer. And maybe this is too, we could make this a little steeper incline. Yeah, I think that would make more sense. Bro's never used a broom before, must be nice. Oh man, I'll never forget buying a vacuum for the first time because we used to sweep, Gigi and I, like everything. Especially when we moved to LA. Because our apartment was so small that we're like, why would we ever buy a vacuum? You know, we could just brush up all the cat litter and stuff and you know, anything else. And then we finally splurged and got one of those like cordless Dyson ones. Oh my gosh, nothing. That was just like so cool to get. It's a life changer basically. I think the kind of broom I want is this one. At the point where I actually don't think I could I don't think I could live without that Dyson anymore. It's so nice and it's so easy to keep your place clean when you have that like cordless vacuum cleaner. Cause like, man, growing up, you know, all the vacuums with the cords and just having to like wind those up every time and you like, you know, you had to find the outlet that you could be close to get the most amount of space, and then you would like run out of room and it would like the cord would stretch. Man, I don't miss those days. I like the new age of vacuum cleaners. All right, so that's the broom, and I like what that broom is. Basically, with the broom, we're gonna go from here. Let me just actually duplicate it. I'll go from here to basically there. Well, let me look at my reference. Can I? Oh, cool. This is the reference, by the way. Oh, wait, there's more than just 2 frames. This thing is going wild. We're just doing 2 frames. Yeah, this one's fast. But this is the one that everyone uses. Oh, look, he's got a little Rowlet. Oh, I love Rowlet. I'm Rowlet.eth. Yeah, we're not gonna make it that fast, but that is how fast it normally is. And it's at that like top-down angle because it's Club Penguin. So we're not gonna do that, but what I did see from that is that like maybe we have to. It can't like perfectly. Huh. Maybe we have to actually get more room here. Okay, let me this is the kind of stuff I want to figure out before we go any further. Let's shorten the broom here. Yeah, let's make it a smaller broom. That dude does not get paid enough. Yeah, for how much work he does. Does not get paid enough. Okay, so let's make the broom smaller. I think that's the first obvious thing we could do there. And then it's almost like we should take this anchor point here, because when you're when you're using a broom, one hand kind of stays stationary and the other one is like going back and forth. So let's kind of put it there. That might be too extreme. And we could nudge it over a little bit so that, you know, he's doing that basically. But I just wanted to test that out. We're gonna continue drawing this already here. And then we'll really need to test out like the rough animation of this before doing anything crazy. Okay, so Artie, I think we draw everything except for his head first. So one of his hands will be there. Kind of do that. Get his collar. But yeah, the reason I love this emote is because it's actually almost feels lore accurate with the animation when he's cleaning up the milk chug. After spilling milk. And Artie says one of my favorite lines in that scene is like, never was good at sports, or I never was an athlete. Okay, and then we'll draw the other arm right there. Other hand. I'm gonna hide the broom real quick. Okay, and then we'll draw Artie here. I almost want Artie to have like a longer version of his name, like his proper name. He's Artie Aardvark, but you know, like Artemis, Artemis. Alright, so there's Artie. Sweeping. I do love this Chibi Artie. I'm a big fan of it. Cool, okay. Artie did not take as long as I thought it was, which makes me really happy. Sometimes I worry with how long some of these emotes take. Alright, so that's one Artie. And then GM. Let me start naming all these. We're gonna open up that, and then that's Joe. Cool. We're gonna get two fresh, yeah, Artington and his best friend Websley. Honestly, that like makes sense. I don't know why, but that makes sense to me, that his friend would be Websley. He's just a web-slinging wild guy. It's like I need to make like a spider character and name it Websley. Actually, what's a spider adjacent animal? It's very similar to a spider, but it's not a spider. Let me get Joe Jam exporter. I think this is the exporter. Yeah. Oh, is this all bones? Let's see. Yeah. I think that's all bones. Yeah. In there. animation going. There we go. Scorpion? Actually, you're right, yeah. Like a scorpion is pretty similar. Alright, so that group can hide, and then let's get Joe in here. Does anything sling webs? Alright, then Joe. Perfect. That's where Joe will need to be. Well, let's get Ardington in here. That's sort of what he'll look like. And so we need to make sure Spider-Man or Venom. Ooh. So the Scorpion's like Venom, aka Websley. Let's get, okay, so these are the sketches here. This is about to look really rough, but let's just try it. Okay, make it like 3 frames a second. And then I think that does it, yeah. Yeah, obviously these arms aren't moving. But I feel like that makes sense for the broom. Let me slow it down a little bit. Yeah. And then if we want to, we can add more frames to it. But I feel like this emote doesn't need to be much. Because I didn't even realize the Club Penguin one was crazy. It's going all over the place. Sweeping. Mopping, really. So, let's try to... Let's take Artie here. I'm gonna duplicate Artie. Alright, so that Artie makes sense. Let's, we can start to clean this up, too. By erasing the broom where it shouldn't be, and then erasing some of RD where it shouldn't overlap or anything. Yeah, so that'll look good. And then we need to, this is the RD that we need to, let me see if we can put onion skins on the white background. It's not white, that's white. Okay, and then basically I'm just going to erase his arms here, but leave his body the same. I'm going to see if this animation even works. Okay, so we can kind of see under it where it should be, where it was at least. So this arm now probably goes in more. Sometimes it's easier to start with the... That might be... That arm might be a little too small. But it's kind of in the right spot. And then this arm will probably... And then that arm looks a little too, This just doesn't look right. I can already tell that I don't think this is gonna animate right. Well... That's not the worst. Okay, that's a little bit better than I thought. Okay. That's better than I thought. So I might redraw that. And look at it again. Okay. Better than I thought. I'll take that. He just looks so static, you know? The rest of him. I'm trying to think of what we could do to make him look less static. I mean, we could always add a blink, but I don't think a blink is gonna, like, make him look less static. It's almost like his body needs to turn as he does this. Let me try one thing. I don't think this is gonna work. We're gonna duplicate these layers. Yeah, I almost want to start with the Artie one first, because I have a feeling Artie is going to take longer than Joe. But what I was going to do is just basically flip him. I don't think this is going to work. I just want to try it. Okay. This is the lazy sweep. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. But what if we did all three? Doesn't work. Okay. This one's definitely more successful. He's just a little static. That's all. Trying to think of how we fix this. We'll change the onion skins to just be one frame after. Alright, so let's kind of redraw this. I think the first frame is fine. This frame that needs some work. So middle smear frame. Yes, I do. I think we need a middle frame for sure. I'm just like, what will make Artie, other than everything outside of the broom, just like less static? Because I don't know why he just looks so like, and it might be fine, but he just looks so statue. And maybe all it takes is just drawing him over again. So one thing I was debating is if, like, I'm gonna regret doing this. If, yeah, his body's there, how do we like shift everything over just a little bit? So that his body starts moving. So his shoulder here. I really need to learn more about anatomy. I'll probably say it on every stream. And then maybe... Here, let me... Oh. Oh. Let me take the broom here. Maybe we don't sweep as much. Fallout on GameCon stream right now. Prime Video. Wait. There's puff clouds? Yes, actually I do think we had that in the original sketch, the puff clouds. I think we definitely add those in. Did I say umbrella? Ella, Wait, I'm confused. You guys are obviously watching something, and I have no idea what I have no idea what the context is. This is gonna look choppy, but yeah. I think the broom was like it was going too much. And maybe it's that the broom needs to be closer to this hand. I want to get this right before spending more time on it. Alright, it's the game main stage. They're interviewing the cast and producers of... Oh, Ella! Gotcha, the actress. Gotcha. Okay, I think that's a better sweep already. And then if we had to... I'm gonna add the little dust cloud in here. There you go. That's a subtle one. Ella. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing some British actors who really hide their accent or can adapt their accent, you know, just take on a different accent. Okay. Yeah, I think keeping him static will be fine. We'll probably try to figure something out. I think I want his head just to turn like I want his whole body to like turn just slightly. So I'm gonna try to nail that down. This frame is fine. This one is good. It's adjusting the next one, which is this one. And it's sort of like, maybe it makes more sense to do it here. Let me put some red lines in. But now I want his body to like, that to be the center point. Like there. We'll try it. Let me test that out, test this theory out. Or it turns more. Statues! Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Thanks for joining the stream as always. Like the elbow needs to be like right there. Maybe more like that. Alright. Why would his body turn though? I feel like I'm doing this all opposite. It's like really, this one should be where his body turns. If there's anything you guys can gather from watching me do this, is that I'm not a seasoned animator. So as long as you just kind of keep chipping away at it, you can get something to animate. Not the fastest process, and there's definitely better ways of doing it. Like this arm, with the way that the broom works here, like that's where the arm needs to go. And so the broom needs to... have goosebumps. Okay. All right, already. And what could make this look cooler is just the it being 2 frames and it being like having that, you know, wiggly line. Season 2 looks banger. Let's go. Wait, did they add VATS to the show? That's awesome. Let's erase this. Erase this. All right. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, she did a VATS shot. So tell me this though. Is VATS pause? Like pause everything? Or is it like slow down and then choose? Because I think that's why I liked Fallout 3 more. It was slow-mo. I think that's why I liked Fallout 3 more than New Vegas. Because I really loved like pause and then like being able to think about what you wanted to do rather than like the pressure. Even though slow-mo makes so much more sense. Yeah, I like how this is looking too, Life Belongs. I think I just had to like see it through. But this looks better. And I like the wiggly lineness. Yeah, selecting it, I loved like, okay, let's shoot their foot real quick. All right, blink, boom. And then like they start running at you and now they're like hobbling and you're like, okay, now let's disarm them. Bink. Take out their gun. I just don't think I was quick enough to do it the other way. Cool, I actually kind of like how this looks all sketchy. But we're not going to keep it sketchy. Yeah, how his head changes slightly. I agree. So let's just do it. Let's just finalize this line work here. I do love how it looks sketchy. Because it, you know, it just has that like more playful look to it. So we're gonna have to not make it sketchy, which will make it, I think we leave it 2 frames too. I don't think I overcomplicate this. He's just brushing, you know? Like, I think that's fine. We could try to do a smear frame. I have no idea how that's gonna look. That's like, let's just play around with it. I think it'll be fun. Because we've been streaming for 2 hours? Yeah. So Joe might take a sec, but let's add a smear frame in here. And the smear frame would be pretty quick. Now let's make the onion layers 2-2 again. So we can kind of see what's in between. So a smear frame is what's in between. So we're gonna make this like a lot wider. Really, the smear frame you can be kind of rough with because like not messy, but really like stretching. Dang it, messed that up. And I actually don't think I'm like smearing enough here. I just ready to hit OpenSea, yeah, with all these sweeps. Let me adjust this to be like 15 and like 25. I kind of want to see. I don't know if this will look good. Oh, and I did it on the wrong layer. That's really hard to look at. I'm looking at just the broom right now. Okay, that might work. I'm not smearing it enough. Better if it looks rough and sketchy. I know, I kind of want to leave it that way, but... And maybe we do. Maybe we do. I'm gonna quickly do this smear frame. I'm not gonna think too hard about it, because I have a feeling we're not gonna use it. I am just trying to draw as quickly as possible here, without being like. We still want to be semi-accurate. And that's covered up. We got a leg there. This isn't a true smear frame, I'll just say it one more time. This is more of an in-between, just a standard in-between frame. Okay, and then we'll get rid of the onion skin, so... Yeah, let's just make it the 2 frames. It was worth the experiment. Yeah, let's do that. Let's finalize that. Okay, that is the RD frame there. Let's get a new video frame here, put 2.2. And then let's duplicate that. So, oh, well, I guess I don't need to duplicate it. We know that we want the brush to be where, the broom to be where it is. So we can just do this all in one layer now. Remove onion skins, lower the opacity here, and we just have to trace. I know. Do we leave it sketchy? The problem is it's just gonna look so different than the rest. And remember, this is gonna be itty bitty. You know, really we're viewing it at this size. So it sort of doesn't matter. But for consistency, because all of the other emotes are like this, I'm probably gonna keep it this way. Alright, so let's do the first frame. Is this gonna be too thick? Yeah, we gotta use a smaller brush for this one. Smaller brush for the broom. We tried, but yes, feels better, snappier 2 frames. Yeah, and I bet if I put like more care and time into like the how it went back and forth, it might look better. But yeah, it's not worth it. Either way, we will have that kind of rougher look because even though it's already is staying in the same place, we're drawing him twice. And so it can't be like 100% accurate either way. I guess but using the sketch brush is like a blessing and a curse because I swear it always looks better with the sketchier brush. And sometimes I'm like, maybe I just change my whole style to be that 24/7. I don't want to put like one line there. Is the Gamescon still going on? Wait, you're streaming? Geez, it's Tuesday. Come on. Come on. And you're probably, Geez, you're probably like, because I needed to drop off my parents, but they insisted that they would take an Uber to the airport today. Because their flight already took off. I offered. I was a good son. I offered. Broomsday, isn't it? It's Broomsday. Sorry, that was a little aggressive. Sorry to all my Brits out there. Time to go get Pokemon cards, yeah. I am gonna go to a card shop later today, but that's to play Magic the Gathering, like at the place. Yeah, they left today. So, we spent all day yesterday. I took him to the Grove, Jeej, which was actually my mom's recommendation. He was like, oh, it's the Grove. Like, we should go there. And I was like, yes, actually, the Grove is a perfect place to go. To just walk around. It was funny. I wanted to stop by the Ray-Ban store just to see what style of the Ray-Ban metas that they had. And I don't think there's any style you want, Jeej, that's different than what you already have. Then my dad just starts trying on sunglasses. And for context, everyone, my parents are retired now. So they got like, you know, they're living the retired life, just pure relaxation. And my dad's like, man, I've always wanted a pair of Ray-Bans. And so he started trying some on, and then he put on this one pair that looked like really good on him, really fit his face and everything. And I was like, you should buy those. He's like, yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't want to spend the money, blah 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 blah. Like, Dad, come on. I started like twisting his arm, and I was like, come on, like, just buy him, like egging him on to get him. And he tried on this other pair that looked even better. I'm like, Dad, get them. Like, you've always wanted a pair of these, just get a pair. And so he got them. And I was really happy for my dad to finally get his pair of Ray-Bans that he's always wanted. Now he looks a lot more stylish. They need to come out with more styles. Yeah, I love them so much. Yeah, the Ray-Ban Metas do need to come out with more styles. They are very cool sunglasses. Yeah, plus, can confirm. Oh, yeah. Time-out. It was the exact same store that we went to when we got the Metas. Because basically, like, if you go to the Grove, you're gonna find, like, the most, like, up-to-date, you know, things that Ray-Ban has, because it's that store. Those are the perks of living in LA. But you have to deal with everything else that is in LA. I don't know if anyone watches Jaden Animations. I always watch her every time she comes out with the video because I think she's super talented and I just like how she does storytelling with animation. She just came out with a video about living in LA and I'm like, man, everything about this video is so true. Can confirm. The drivers suck, but there's definitely a lot of perks to living in LA. And then it also boils down to like your friend group is here. It's like it would take everyone to like move out of LA for it to be worth it. And then you just have access to a lot of like cool events. Like events are always happening in LA. But man, is everything expensive. Oh, I saw something cool. Was watching Fantastic Four credits and saw Titmouse did animation. I was like, wait, I know them. Yeah, it's funny. I think now that you guys know about Titmouse doing our animation, you'll see that like little, you'll just see their name more often because they've done so much. I break/lose sunglasses too often, so I've switched to, oh my gosh, Life Belongs. It sounds like we're identical. I'm cursed. I'm not allowed to have sunglasses apparently. Every time I've owned a pair of Ray-Bans, which I guess is only like twice, they've gotten stolen or lost. And God, so one time I was like, okay, you know, I'm finally an adult. I got some adult money. Let me get like prescription sunglasses. And then 2 weeks later, they get stolen out of my car. I was just devastated. I was like, not again. Not again. Like, I just cannot own a pair of sunglasses, apparently. So really, I just need to get contacts again. And just get cheap sunglasses for when I need them. But I want them when I drive, so I wanted like prescription ones that just lived in the car. LA was super fun to visit, but like you said, my entire friend group was, if my entire friend group was there, it'd be dope, but since most aren't. Yeah, it's like, that's always what it boils down to when you're an adult, is like, where, like, I've created like my friend group here. I don't want to leave, because making friends as an adult is like a really hard task. Everyone kind of already has their friend groups already. One pair I had, I actually kept in good condition. I had them for a while. The frame broke. How old are these? We can't fix them. Oh man. Yeah. Yes, I tend to score. Oh my gosh, dude. Mojave, that's like me. It's like whenever I'm using sunscreen, I'm like wiping it. Like I get a little too close to my eyes. And if you're wearing contacts, it burns. Oh my gosh. I used to wear contacts all the time. And I sort of just stopped wearing them because it would hurt my eyes too often. Oh, we're introverts, so that doesn't help. Yeah, with making new friends. Yeah, definitely does not. I live in my cave. Okay, so there's one frame. Boop. And then there's next frame. Part of me wants to... I guess I should just trace this exactly, but part of me wants to have this underneath. Just a little bit. Yeah, let me... I know might be hard to look at as a viewer, but it makes sense to me. Dude, my eyes were like watering for 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. That's... Because, like, especially when you're out and about, there's not much you can do. It's like, did you bring your solution with you? Did you bring a little case to, like, clean off everything? I went to spray cleaner my glasses once, and the nozzle was backwards. Oh, my God. No, Sheepy. Oh, no. Oh, that is... I'm sorry to hear that. Sunscreen man. I'm kind of drawing this where it was, but also, you know, it could never be exactly the same. Is my thought process here. With the line weight, because I do want that like wiggliness. But I am drawing it pretty similar. Didn't realize blue eyes were more sensitive to sunlight. Yep, that makes sense to me. My eyes are very sensitive. Yeah, I need to wear sunglasses for that exact reason. It's like every time. I'm also someone that like when the sunlight like really hits my eyes and like it's like really, really bright, it causes a reaction to sneeze. So I always joke that I'm allergic to the sun. I really just need to get a pair of sunglasses. I need to go to the optometrist again. I'm glad I talked to my dad about it, because my family has some of the worst eyesight in the world, it seems. We all have really bad eyes. And I was like, does it make sense to just like go to a Target optometrist and like do it that way? Basically, the conclusion is no. I should go to someone who really specializes in eyes. Because I have really bad eyes. Sorry, I need to turn my phone on silent real quick. Okay. I want to get my circle glasses back. So I drew my character, me, with circle glasses. I need circle glasses again. You can get rec from our doctor now. Oh, cool. As long as you can see... Wait, as long as you can see to get the Pokemon card, so you're good. That's true, Sheepy. That's all I need. Although, it is kind of funny, when I was at one of the Pokemon stores, I was like squinting to see like what packs that they had behind the desk. Yeah, just look in the app. I know, it's just a scary thing. After the dermatologist was such an asshole to me, I'm just like nervous to go find doctors, I guess. That's the other tough thing about going to a new city is like finding new doctors that you trust and actually like. My up close vision is getting bad, but I refuse to have bifocals. Yeah, I would refuse to have it too. Yeah, I'm definitely nearsighted, but yeah, things that are far away, it ain't happening. All right, we're getting there with Artie. Let's see. Ooh, two hours and 18 minutes. I've definitely been taking a sec on this one. Haven't been doing eye doctor since high school. I'm probably blind and I just don't know it. Yeah, Jeej has the beautiful thing with Jeej and I is that Jeej has perfect vision, so Jeej will be my eyes a lot of the time. Especially when I'm driving, I'm like, what is that sign way up there? Like before we get there, like what does that say? Me 2 pixels moving on the ridge. Also me, where's the ketchup? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I've lost something. I've lost this like notebook. And at this point I don't know where it is, so I'm just waiting for Jeej to get back home to find it for me, because Jeej always finds everything that I lose. Yeah. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh. What the hell are you kids doing? Get the fuck out of here. I feel like I need a pork chop sandwiches soundbite. Yeah, Jeej finds everything. I wanted to be a pilot, but I have like, oh yeah. Yeah, you need really good eyesight to be a pilot. And you're not allowed to be colorblind. I'm glad I did not want to be a pilot. Because those dreams were dead long, long, long ago. Okay, so let's see if this animates. How it animates. Oh, wait, that's onion skins. Yeah, there we go. I think the only thing I want to fix is the eye is kind of it like shrinks and grows. I just would rather it be similar. Like it can be a little different, but that was a lot different. Yeah, that's better. Alright, now we just need to color it. But he's sweeping the floor. Let's clean it up. Yeah, so if we ever get someone in here that we really don't like, and we have to ban them, we can use the ban hammer and then we can clean up chat. Players sliding across the stream. Yeah, he just like slowly sweeping the screen. Sweep him out. Let's get him out of here. And then, of course, you know, with NFT stuff, we can do sweeps. Problem is, we still have to draw Joe, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm a little worried we're already taking way too long. And I did want the Joe one more than Artie, but here we are. We'll figure it out. The Artie one was gonna take longer. That's, I think, why I did it first. Because we knew it was gonna take a lot longer. But he should be easy to color real quick. Let's Artie is a very, very simple color palette here. I'm gonna start with all the white on Artie. There we go. Start with all the white. Okay, I think that's it for the white on Artie. And then let's do it on the other frame here. Sweep the floor! Oh man, if anyone remembers Metal, Metal would have loved this one. I'll always remember the first few days, or the first, you know, few weeks of Cool Cats being out. And Metal and I just staying in the Discord until like midnight my time. Yeah, Metal's a legend. That dude's awesome. I love Metal. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, let's... Oh wait. Forgot. Already has a white t-shirt. The creator of Clyde. We need to bring Clyde back into the mix. One of my favorite emotes that I think he made was the Clyde with like the hand in front of it. I think I used that one the most. Okay, technically, I guess we technically fill in his pants the same color as the outline color. The only thing I don't like about that is the broom. I mean, never mind. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. You do lose some of the broomstick. And I guess the cuffs on his pants, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. We need the Clyde emote. I just remember him coming in and being like, "All right, guys, I created something. I made something." I don't keep up with it, but I'm guessing. I wonder if Metal is still like really active in the CyberKongs community. the RD color in here. Alright. Another other frame here. Okay, fill them in, and then we gotta color the brush. I think I want to make the like plastic part on the brush some sort of bright color, and then we'll make the the actual brush part of the broom normal. Artie's accent color is usually yellow, so let's try that out. Let's try out a yellow. Usually use this. We can change it if we don't like it. Let's do it on the other frame too. And if this doesn't, we don't like this, I might just make it blue cat blue. Because like these two colors kind of compete, the yellow and the brush. All right, so there we go. What's up, PCX? How you doing? Cram, what's up? How you doing? Clean, thank you. Yeah, I like this. I think let's change two things. Maybe we lighten up this, like something around there, like that, and then let's make it blue cat blue and see what that looks like. Like that. Doing good? Yeah, honestly, I was so pumped to stream today. It was one of those, I went, my family was in town and we ventured out to the Sequoia National Forest. And it just felt like a really long weekend. It felt like I was gone for a lot longer. And so now that I'm back, I'm just pumped to be, I love streaming, so. Maybe we do like the yellow, because the yellow pops more. I'm here for any backup on any colors here with the broom, specifically the broom. Already doesn't change. Super, what's up? Oh, this looks chill. What's going on? First time chatter. If you don't know what this stream's all about, it starts off with us rolling 2 dice, and I have 8 characters. So it's a D8. We roll for one of the characters, and then the other one is for what, emote? And so we wanted like a mopping sweep emote, and so we're drawing Artie here, doing that. Yellow pops. Maybe try changing the broom handle. Yeah, it's like we'll have to kind of fake it here. This might not work, but let's try it. Let's try it. I'm basically gonna have to take. Let's maybe go down a size, maybe 8. And we're just gonna fake it because I did not Oh, whoa. Drop my pen there. Let me finish it down here. Okay, and we'll do some cleanup. Like that. So now there's an actual like broom handle. It's not quite the same line weight. Oh, nice. I'm gonna stick around. Yeah, we have one more emote that we need to animate after this one, so you'll get to see kind of the full process there. Mousy, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for sticking around the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay, so there's the broom handle, which I think helps a lot. I think seeing the actual like stick, I guess, helps a lot. What software am I using? I'm using Photoshop to do this, and I will say Photoshop isn't the best for animation, but for the animation that we do on this stream, usually I keep it to a few frames, so it's not like we're doing this type of animation that it's very involved or anything. Just simple emotes, simple things. And so I use Photoshop to do that. It's also what I'm most comfortable with. And I use a Wacom Cintiq for drawing on top of. You didn't know Photoshop could do animation? Yeah, actually, so if you look, if you're familiar with Photoshop, you can do like frame, literally like frame. But then they also have this video timeline, and all it takes is going into, oh, you can't see it, but there's like a, the 3 bars in the corner, and you just have to switch it to, oh, where is it? It's somewhere here. But you switch it from being frame to video, and it helps a lot. I like doing it this way because you can kind of adjust how many frames how long each frame lasts for, rather than it just being like 1 per. I'm not doing a good job explaining it, I realized. But it's great. I like using it. It's fun. And then there's this nice plugin that you can get on the like extension site, and it's called Toolbar down here. It probably has a different name, but this helps you like create let's insert 1 frame, let's insert 2 frames, let's duplicate the same frame over. So this just speeds up the process, and why I really like it. And then the real reason I like using Photoshop is because Photoshop does an amazing job at exporting things to a GIF format, and that's why I really like it. It's like you can really fine tune it and make it look pretty sharp, with also being a low file size. So I'm a big fan of that, and that's, I think, another reason I like using Photoshop. So now that we did that, I think that helped a lot. I think that helped a lot, adding the broomstick in there. Yeah, that looks way better. For some reason, I'm still not sold on the yellow, but at the same time, I don't know what other color it would be. I was thinking green, maybe. And I'm like, we can change this pretty quickly. And I guess the other reason I like using Photoshop is because I'm so comfortable with it, and I like having the little things. Red? Okay. Okay, I kind of like the red. Yeah. Alright, that's 2 reds. What do we think? My parents' broom is red. Yeah, like, do we change the handle as well? And maybe we do something like this, where, like, that part is red, but then this part's yellow, or something? Or more of, like, trying to be like a gold. There's a little bit of a breakup between it. Nice sweeping. I'm also thinking to myself, could the handle be a darker brown? Yeah, let's try that out. So we have this dark brown over here. We can use the paint bucket, which is... Oh! Never mind. Here we go. We're on the wrong layer. We do that and that. So that's like a slightly darker brown. That way it kind of separates a little bit. And then one thing real quick, this is completely separate, but another thing I wanted to do was add like a little bit of a dust cloud. And let's make it a little bit easier to see here. Sorry, I'm gonna revert real quick. So when it's on a dark background, you can kind of see like the dust. You know, for all the dark mode users out there. I'm like, does that make sense? Or is that gonna look dumb? That might look dumb. If anything, I should, that brown looks too green. Thank you. Let's, ooh, I just noticed something else. Let's revert the brown real quick. But I did just notice something else. There's a little bit of going outside the line there. This is why you have to view your art on like a dark background sometimes. Is you get to catch things like that a little easier. Okay, let's do a darker brown, because I did just choose a swatch here. So, let's go like, that's like a darker. That might be a little too red. Maybe we'll go this way a little bit. I think that's more brown. I agree, green looks cool. This is why I love having a chat. Oh, I'm colorblind, so it's like these things help. Alright, is that brown? I'll wait to get some responses here. Is that a darker brown? Or is that too dark? Oh, what are we feeling here? That is indeed brown. Thank you. That brown is brown. Okay, thank you guys. I really do need the help. Okay. That brown is brown. So I guess one thing I'm debating here is these lines. Let's be real. This emote will most likely be on a dark background. So, if we, it might make sense. Will this work? I'm gonna try a hotkey here and see if this works. But separating those. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, so separating those, we're gonna make a brand new video layer that is just the dust marks here. And let me zoom out real quick so that we can play around with it. And let me do the same for this side real quick. Let me cut these out. Okay. That there. Zoom out. Back in. Alright. So now that we have those separated, we can tagged you in Discord. Already looks wild. Here, one sec. Let me finish this thought real quick. So we can make it a different color here. And I think if we like match that color and then go a little bit lighter, you know, it looks like there's like dust. So if this was on a dark background, it's like is this a specific character? Some random. This is a specific character. So let me take you to this screen real quick. Let me zoom out. And so these are the characters in my world. The brand is called Cool Cats. And, you know, going from, you know, all of the like little characters are the ones that are odd numbers. And so it goes, Chugs is the little milk carton, and then Blue Cat, who's like the face of the brand. And then you have Sage, the little green one. Joe is the bird, the red bird. Milo is the little orange guy. Artie is the one that we're drawing. And then Bones and Kira are the evil ones in this universe. So, wait, I didn't even read that. You should have a warning at the beginning of the stream, but instead of flashing lights, maybe cause like seizures. Color blindness may cause rage in chat. Yeah, are you raging? I'm close. So these are the characters, and please give lore if you want to. We do have a command if you want to. We have a lot of nice people here. We do have a Discord. We do have a Discord, and actually, we do have a YouTube, which maybe you should check out this first. We have a full animation with all these characters, and we have 13 mini episodes. They're very quick. They're about like 1 minute and 30 seconds long before the credits. So please check those out. There's a lot of this. All these characters come to life in that animation. We got to work with the really cool and talented Titmouse Animation Studios. Yeah, and the animation is called The Milk Chug. Oh, just in case. Okay, it didn't pop up. I'm checking out Discord because Ravi sent me something here. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Wait, so Ravi uses AI a lot, and I love when he does because he used AI to oh, I should probably do it on this right here. Let's see, can we get copy image? Is this keyboard switched over? Let me just zoom in. It's so scary. Look at him. Look at Artie. This is insane though. I want to like hide these real quick. Ah, it's crazy looking. Oh my gosh. Let me here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the background there we go. It looks cool though. Here, I'm gonna leave you guys with this for a second. I really have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, but look at scary sweeper Artie here. I'll be right back. All right, what did I miss? Post it? Wait. What did I miss? Scary Sweepers. Yes, this is the multiverse. Post little sips. She's basically strawberry milk. Jeej, I'll post little sips. Here, one sec. We're about to go from something really, really scary to something really, really cute. Where is little sips? I gotta find her real quick. Oh my gosh, clean up. Clean up. Clean up by name. Where is she? Here she is. Here's little sips. Please cleanse our palates of dark Artie. Do it now. Post little sips. Yeah, this is little sips. She's adorable. From cursed to blessed, yes. Yeah, this was another one we drew on stream. Wait, let's We get rid of the dark background here. Yeah. Look at them. They're just hanging out. They're best friends. We're best friends now. We're gonna have soft tacos later. Oh, and Super, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. I guess I just now saw that. I'm just like looking at Artie in this. He's so angry, sweeping. All right, that's enough. Let's go back to this guy. All right, let's let me post him. I like to what was I gonna say? I like to export everything all at once, but I kind of want to export this one first to see what it looks like in Discord. So let's get that here. Oh, he has a white background real quick. Let's get rid of that. Let's now export. We're gonna do a GIF. I think we can do the full thing. Make sure the matte is set to none. That's very important if you're exporting GIFs from Photoshop here, is that the matte is set to none. Because if you don't, there's gonna be like a little white edge around everything. And it doesn't look good in my opinion. So we don't really need 128 colors, but our GIF size is really, really low anyways, so we might as well. And we'll save that. I'm gonna save this to RD sweet. Alright, and then I like to post these in Discord so that we can see how it looks before we commit to it as an emote on Twitch. Let me upload file real quick. Here he is. Yeah, he looks pretty good to me. Sweet! Cool. So we still have one more to make. We still have one more emote to make. And we're already like almost 3 hours in, which we're a little behind schedule today. No big deal, no big deal. Right, let me save RD now that he's done. Already sweet. Oh, let me get pursed.
Lamau get pursed.
Meow, 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 meow. Man, Tymo, I'm so happy you made that meow version. Get pursed. Oh, let me switch the Twitch chat back to Twitch chat. There we go. Get pursed. Get pursed. Let's get the Dancy out. Dancy, Dancy. Alright, so we have Joe here that we still have to draw. This one should be way easier than Artie was. It's just Joe holding a sign, but we need to... I think, like this one to be 3 frames long. We could get away with 2 frames for sure, but I think I want it to be 3 frames long, so... let me just make this Joe one all one here. Merge group here. And then let's make her the top layer. And we can put RD away and then delete that. Just cleaning up some of my timeline here. Alright, so one thing we want with Joe is the sign up. We're going to duplicate this layer here, so that we can then take this, we're essentially going to nudge it down. But let's get the onion skins out so we can see where we went. Because really it's like, we know we want the sign there, but Joe is going to stay exactly in the same spot. So we're going to erase the rest of it here. Pretty much just keep her hands in the same spot. Keep that going. From cursed to blessed to pursed. I love that. Inspiring the creator in all of us. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's kind of what it's just gonna go up and down. And I want to make sure that goes up and down enough. So I'm gonna duplicate. Well, can't I? There. Might make sense just for me to actually like draw this thing instead of doing the sketch, but we'll do the sketch. So Joe needs to stay in the same spot. Bend those elbows. This might look weird, but I think it's a good way to test. So Joe's gonna lose a face for a second. That's really hard to look at. Never mind. Never mind. We gotta draw Joe's face here. Who's messaging me on Discord? Just got a ping on my laptop. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, wait a minute. Robbie just sent another thing. Okay, this one's cool. Oh, Joytide and Lozax, what's up? How you doing, GM? We just made Artie Sweep. If you want to check that out, it's in the Discord now. But Robbie here keeps posting AI versions. I love this. This one's so cool. Look at this, everyone. Lil Sippy is now like a mage, like a dark mage. It's so cool. I love like the style it chooses too. Jeej, I don't know if you're still here, but enjoy that movie. Dude, this one's less cursed. This one looks sick. I love that she even has like the little, like I love how similar it is actually to Lil Sippy. It's like you got like the little freckles there. You got the little bow on top with the straw. It's so cute. I love this so much. This one's less cursed. The Artie one is very moody. Sippy the mage. Yeah. I think this looks sick. I love this actually. It makes me want to make D&D characters like around these. Let's real quick, let's see if this works. It's really just her arms that need to move, which is why I think this emote will be a lot faster to make than the Artie one. So I'm kind of glad I saved this one for second, because I don't have to think as hard. Just quickly do it. I think that's all I need. Get ready to get the onion, so it's like... Did I tell you I love Midnight Baja? It's so good. So are you saying to me, Sheepy, that I need to have Taco Bell? Is that what you're telling me? Sippy the Mage, in a world filled with dark milk. Not magic, milk. Me after one sippy of Fireball. I like that's really cute actually. When Taco Bell is out, Baja Blast. Oh, yeah, it comes. So, do I need to try it? Ooh. I'm like really tempted to try it now. Quick question to everyone that's out there. I would love any opinions. Do you think this is enough movement of the sign going up and down? Is that like enough movement, or is it too subtle? Like could it go lower, basically? Like lower. So it feels more like, or is that fine? You know? Am I overthinking it? I do love that it's sketchy. I'm honestly loving that. I wish, now I just want all the emotes to have this like sketchy look to it, but I don't think it would translate to a tiny emote. It could go lower. Cool. All right. I'm just glad to get any other opinions because I was thinking the same thing. Good news is it's not a wasted frame because any additional frame is just going to make it look smoother. So it's not a wasted frame. I think we now duplicate this and we just take that and go even lower. And I am gonna move this out of order real quick so that we can get the onion frames from the first one, because we're gonna keep the arm, the hand where it needs to be, and then just like delete the rest. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was not enough movement either. So thank you everyone. I appreciate that. Alright, and then we actually maybe I need to get the we're gonna make these frames like 2 frames so that we can actually get all 3 here. What are my frames? 2 before, 2 after. Okay. Yeah, so now we can see all the frames at once. And kind of bend this elbow more. I hope that works. Okay. That should look good. Let's quickly draw the rest of her. It's like kind of out of line right there to show that like, maybe we don't need that. Never mind. Angle these more. I was wondering when it was going to be 1 o'clock. Here, my cats need to eat. Chris. Dougie, where are you? Nice. Eat. Could use a little more cowboy. One of the frames just like has a cowboy hat on it, and it's just we don't even explain it. I mean, if any of the characters deserve a cowboy hat, it's definitely Joe here. I think I've said this before, but holy guac, what's a Clonimal Redeem? Wait, have you not done a Clonimal Redeem yet, Cosmic? We did like a whole day around it, and we've done it twice on stream now, but the first stream it was like really cheap. It's basically just like you get like a little doodle drawing of we spin 2 wheels. One of them's an adjective and one of them's an animal. And whatever the outcome is the animal that I draw for you. And so if you redeem it, please put your Twitter handle, because then I'm going to send it to everyone afterwards, so that you have your own Clonimal that is uniquely yours. But if you check out the last stream that I did, and you literally just go to like the last 2 minutes of the stream, you can see all the ones that we drew. But it was 1. It cost 1 coin at first, but I did up the price. But now everyone can redeem more than just 1 if they have. You can only do 1 per stream. So every time I go live, yeah. Tota, what's up? Over on X, how's it going? Coolest cat. So let's see if this animates. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, it is a little fast. Let's make everything like 4 frames per second here. And this might be too slow, but let's see. Yeah, that's too slow. But it is really cute. And if we were to do this, let's see, wait. Technically, we could take this 4th frame and duplicate it. I'll do it, but I'm saving for the 20K. That's probably a good choice. I actually, Cosmic, I'll bend the rules for you, because you've been here. I'm just going to put you on the sheet. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to put you on the sheet. You'll be at the bottom. And I'll just write your name. Because you've been on the streams multiple times, so you probably just missed. And I apologize because I don't know if everyone's what am I trying to say? Twitch name is similar to their Twitter name. So I'm just writing Cosmic Cowboy, but I know where to find you. I added you to the list, so don't worry about redeeming. Let's make these 3 frames per second. See what that does. Snugs, are you done eating? Okay. I gotta go save his food before his sister, I'll leave that there for a second. Yeah, drinking a mojito. Yeah, no problem. I try to be mindful of, like, your name hasn't been on the list yet. So if your name was already on the list, I wouldn't have done that. But you've been here supporting, so I'd like to. Alright, I'm making each frame 2 frames per second. This is going to be a lot faster, but I actually think this emote needs to be kind of fast. Maybe that's too fast. But I think it looks good. I think this looks awesome. Yeah, if anyone has an opinion, do we like the faster one, which is this? There's more like excitement around this one, but I think this one is less harsh on your eyes. What if it came down at 2 and went up at 3? Thinking out loud here. Wait, I think I know what you mean. It came down at 2 and went up at 3. So you're saying like switch these around, basically? Definitely not a wake up and use kind of emote. If I switch these around, you're saying? Or these. I'm trying to... Oh, my layers are backwards here. Here, first there's a duplicate. These are the duplicate. Let me delete that one. So it goes from that happens to me all the time. It's so hard to get this one back. There we go. So it goes from like all the way up. This is not all the way up. Which one's all the way up? That one. This one. Alright, so it starts all the way up. And this is all the way down. Let's put that there. Like, oh, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, that, hey, you're thinking animation here, Mojave. I really like that. Unless you woke up downing a Red Bull at first thing. Yeah. Yeah, so it goes from like up to lower to like back up, and then it goes. So really it's just 3 frames. Yeah, actually I think you're right. Because it would be like, you know, think about using a sign. It's easier to go down than up. So it's like you're slowly going up. And if you were to really like, these 2 could be the 3 frames, and then this one is 2 frames per second. So it's like, yeah, I think that looks better too. So if you like really, it's such a subtle difference. So you look at that one. Okay. We revert. See how like kind of shifted? And then we go back. It's just such a subtle thing. And if we want to make it a little more obvious, we can like hold one of the frames longer. Maybe both of them longer. Hold for an extra second, yeah. The good news is we can just draw these 3 frames and then continue to play around with it. But I think this is it. I think these are the 3 frames that we need for this one. So let's finalize it and call it a day. Cool. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna perfectly trace these. It feels good to have the frames like locked in. I was gonna say add a wink, but I think that would be like a seizure. So the cool thing is, if we want, we can stretch this out. We can play this one animation like 5 times in a row, but on the 5th one, there's a wink. So we could do it that way and see if we like it. That's easy to do. But the first thing that we need to do is just draw this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw her without the GM there. And then we're gonna go back in, draw 1 GM, and then just place it where it needs to be. That way I can export a version that has nothing in the sign, so that like, honestly, y'all go wild if you want to use it. And maybe I export it as frames for y'all. I don't know how that works, but or if I just export the GIF and that's all anyone needs. Or we just, on one day, we just do like a bunch of requests and do export. We can export like 5 different versions of this where the only difference is what's on the sign. So let's do this. I've started drawing with this. All of the original emotes were 15 pixels wide, which is this thickness. But I've started liking the 10 brush here. Insert matcha emoji sign. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, matcha. Okay, so now we can just get cozy and start drawing this. We only need... Oh. Cool. And zoom in here. We just have to draw this 3 times. Should be easy. It'll make me want to make, oh. Did we disconnect for a second? I think we dropped a frame. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But I think I dropped a frame there. Hey, we back. Okay, so I did drop a frame there. Good to know. Yeah, I saw like OBS like popped up with like a reconnecting. I'm like, oh, whoops, I didn't even know that happened. And actually, as we're drawing this, do you guys think GM is the best thing that we should put in the sign as like the first one? Because today I'm only going to do one version of this. Basically, I'm open to suggestions. But I feel like a GM is good. You know, we don't have like a good GM emote, especially not on Twitch. And the one that I drew that one day where the GM was also a cat, like that one's cool, but I would rather have one that's like a character, not just the letters, I guess. Let's see. Sus. With Joe being this happy. Sus. That'd be really funny. Okay, that looks good. There we go. Is now live. Oh man, it did a complete reset. Wait, no, let me check Twitter real quick. El Skunkarino, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me check if did it like do a complete. No, thank God. Okay. I was worried. Sometimes when you disconnect, this was happening on the custom land stream when they kept disconnecting. But every time they disconnected and went live again, it like created a new post on X, on Twitter. And so I was worried that's what just happened, but I don't think it did. So I think we just dropped a frame. I joined right as your stream pooped out. I thought I missed you. Yeah, it's the first time it's like really crapped out like that. I'm glad it didn't last long. But we're creating the second emote today. We did a sweeping emote earlier, which might be hard to show you actually, but it's like already like sweeping. I don't know if you're in the Cool Cats Discord or not, Skunk, but I posted it in there. So now we're doing like let me show you the vision here. We're just doing like a, you know, raising up the sign emote. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put on the sign though. GM kind of makes the most sense for good morning. But I also feel like it could be something else. And we can also do different versions of this. I'm gonna first do this emote with nothing in it. It's a blank sign. Like, part of me just wants to make this emote its own Photoshop file so that anyone could just mess around with it, really. Yeah, Artie was sweeping too hard. He accidentally swept the cord on the outlet. Cool. Alright, so that's our first frame.
got the second frame here. For this one, I'm gonna also put some of the onion skins down. Maybe not yet. I just want to make sure the face is pretty similar. So I'll do like this instead. No, let me draw everything else first. Okay. But on the right layer. Oh yeah, the Discord, right. Yeah, make sure to I think for you might want to turn all the notifications off. But I posted it in our general chat. Oh. You're not gonna throw up, are you, Snuggy? I just heard like a gag coming from my cat. Okay, so this. Oh, wait. Why don't we do this real quick? Do the sign, and then I'm gonna do. A layer underneath it. I'm gonna trace that. Yeah, every Discord I'm a part, same. I can't stand getting notifications on Discord just because of there's so many. It's rare to be in a Discord where there aren't that many notifications. Yeah, the only thing I'll leave sometimes is if someone mentions me. If you tag my name, I want to be able to like see that. Alright, so we'll hide this, and we'll bring that back. I want to be able to trace this layer so that we can pretty much get it as accurate as possible, but it'll be not exactly the same, so there'll be some wiggliness to it. Okay. Yeah, just trying to get it as accurate as possible. It's really just the arms that are moving. that should be all we need for that frame. Let me erase that real quick. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I love being able to control the frames. Rosie, what's up? I can switch it back to restream chat real quick. What's up, Rosie? How you doing? We're doing our final emote of the day, and we're pretty close to finishing here. Yeah, I like getting that little bit of wiggliness in the lines where it's like, it's not perfect. It's close. It's like pretty close. Alright, we got our last frame here that we gotta draw. Fix that quick. Okay. Drawing for 3.5 hours. I knew this emote would go faster. The Artie one took a while. Even though it was also just 2 frames. This is my favorite part, where I get to just trace the sketch that I've already drawn. Really like finalizing line work, feels therapeutic. Okay, now that that's done, we'll hide that layer. Is the onion skins here? Oh, I just realized we might need to duplicate this one real quick. Just so that we can bring it more towards the end. So that then we can, there we go. Trace the face, the full part of the face here. And then coloring this will be super easy. Okay, it's everything, just the eyes. Let's go. guess "Let's go" on this sign is something that could be written. Just trying to think of all the things that we can write on this sign and have different versions of it. Because that part will be super easy to change. All right, that should be it. Should be it. We just gotta delete this. We can delete the sketch layers here. Oh. Yeah, let's go. I'm thinking like, let's go. Could easily write on there. I also could have made the sign a little bit wider. Huh. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make the sign like just stretch basically to the edge. I know I just finished it, but it shouldn't be that hard. Especially if I make little guidelines here. Like that's where it ends. Eyeball that. Should be easy to change. We're just gonna use guidelines here. But I think that is the move here. We essentially just do this. That way we get the most real estate out of this sign here. The only thing I don't know if it'll look good or not is her hand right here. We can delete this. Okay. Take the lasso tool and just delete that. All right, let's look at what that looks like. I mean, might as well. That's the thing. It's like, might as well make it a bigger sign. Let's see what it looks like when we animate it, though. It's kind of funny. But let's make all of them that length. So then we can move this one here. This one here. Okay. And we'll just continue the process here. Hey, Sheepy. What's up? Okay. Yeah, I think this is the move. That way, because I was thinking about if we wrote "Let's go" on here, with how small that sign is, the text is also going to be small. And I feel like the text needs to be as big as possible.
Let's just make this bigger. It's a little bit faster than the lasso tool. Okay. Alright, just one more frame. There we go. One more frame to do. Oh. Notice there's some empty spots. Okay. And then move the lines up. Okay. There's a chance I probably should have duplicated this, so if we wanted to revert to a smaller sign, we could. I could Command Z a bunch of times. That's another way, but I think we'll be happier having a bigger sign here. Although, let me actually just redo this. Draw on that line. Okay. Up. Okay. Yeah. Could put LFG to save some space. You're so right. I did. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I should have saved the other version of this, but I think that'll be good. Okay, I do have to use the bathroom one more time. So I will be right back. I'm gonna leave this up. I apologize. I'll be right back. All right. Cool. Let's color this one. The only thing I want to check out now is making this frame just a tiny bit shorter. It's such a subtle difference, but yeah.
All right, let's color it. Let's give this thing some color. And then once we're done with the color, I think we do LFG. I think that's the move here. I don't think we have an LFG. And I think that would... I mean, GM would get a lot of use too. But... Oh, wait. We're going to want to duplicate frames here. Let's start with the first one. Got our Joe color palette out here. Take a sip of coffee. X Live down? Is it? Also, what's up? They not like us. Oh man. Or did it actually restart? Ah, dang. Yeah, so we dropped a frame. We like completely dropped, I think. Because of my internet or something. And I guess it just canceled everything else. Oh yeah, unable to connect. Alright, well in that case, I'm just gonna make this Twitch only. Maybe I'll leave YouTube up. But yeah, I guess it, maybe there's no one on YouTube. Let me,